film acting, which I've done a little bit. And the first thing that's going to happen to the audience for the rest of the evening is that you're going to be completely ignored because you don't exist. My fellow actors and I can regard you as the crew. And once you are in front of the camera, nobody exists. Nobody. And what we do, we actors here in the movie, is we hang on to each other's eyes. The most important thing in film is eyes. Eyes. And if you're fair and you've got blonde eyelashes like I do, you wear mascara. Because if you've got blonde eyelashes, in any movie, you might as well be in a radio play. In the cinema, you've got a very, very infinitesimal space in which. So this is our movie camera here, and we will use that as the movie camera all through the show. So what I'd like someone to do is, if someone can put down a mark for me, is there an assistant or someone who can put down a mark for me, just so I can get a close-up, just a piece of tape or a bit of chalk or something. Well, I thought, no, it's all right. I thought it would panic everybody if I asked for something. Just where am I? Let me see where I am. Pull it up, yes, pull it up a little higher, please. Thank you. Just hit there. Now, just put it on my feet there. Now, all I have to do is get to there. So, if I go to there in a movie camera, I've gone through the focus. Because the focus ends here. And the focus ends here. And if I'm here, I'm fuzzy. So, the way you get on the mark, and if you're going to say a line, you go backwards. So when you go forwards, if you're going to say a line, and then you're on the mark. That's the first simple lesson. Now with the close-up, and I've started with close-ups because they are eventually in the movie what sells you to the audience, because the audience sees your eyes. Watch, I'll take my glasses off. What you get in a cinema, my friends, you watch the monitor. What I often see in television or in a cinema is someone looking at someone else, and they change eyes. Can I have someone come up, come stand here. So you stand here off camera, and I'll look at you. Stand and always remember, if you're doing a close-up of someone, and you are the off actor, the one who's offset, get as close to the lens as possible to bring the other actor around to the most advantageous place, which is right round to the lens. So cameraman, don't pan right, or you'll hit him. Now you see actors and they're acting, and they change, and it's an infinitesimal thing in the eyes. As they change, as they're talking, and you can see their eyes change. Just as I'm changing eyes. Look at, and I'm blinking, and that's two of the worst things that you can do. First of all, you never change eyes. What you do is you pick an eye. Now, which eye do you pick? I look with this eye, because the camera is there. I look at your eye there. Which brings my face, as you can see. If I look with this eye at that eye, what do you get? See the difference? But it's the same look. And if I keep blinking, it wounds me. But if I'm talking to you and I don't blink, just keep going. I don't think. I keep on going. And I don't think. I start to listen to what I'm saying. Because it makes me a very strong person. As opposed to someone standing there. Someone who's completely flustered. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Michael, for leaving a solid deep thought. Speaking of deep thoughts, I don't know why they call it Libby. I planned the whole time. I actually went to the gyno last week and she said, Cameron, welcome back. Are you finally sexually active? I said, yes, Dr. Jessie, finally now I have a boyfriend. Every other time that she asked me that question, the answer was just not enough for concern. She said, great, what type of birth control are you using? I said, the pull-out method, obviously. She said, no, Cameron, it's only 80% effective. What are you doing? I said, no, Dr. Jessie, it's 100% effective. I've never had a baby, and I use this all the time. She said, okay, girl, we gotta get you on the pill. I said, no, I'm not good at taking pills. I would just forget to do that every day. Little does she know I take Plan B as my multivitamin after the morning. She said, all right, girl, what about an IUD? I said, where's the fun in that? Where's the rush? Where's the sigh of relief the 30th of every month when I get my period? I'm not religious, but I'll be praying over that pregnancy test. So she said, all right, girl, I don't know what to do with you. Have you ever thought about condoms? So I laughed. She said, why are you laughing? I said, they don't make condoms anymore. Did you guys know they still make condoms? I thought they stopped making those in like 1963. I just feel like having sex with a condom would be like having sex with a micro penis. Nobody knows if it's in, no one's having a good time. So she handed me a Plan B and she sent me on my way. Dr. Jessie is my enabler. I just kind of feel like a Plan B is like a Hail Mary pass. Like, why watch a runaway game when you can have a buzzer beater finish? I have something else to get off my chest. I hate the club. I hate the club. You all hate it too, I'm just saying it. I feel about going to the club like other people feel about going to church. There's a bunch of weird music on nobody actually likes. Someone's always trying to take your money. And I always end up drinking some weird man's body fluid at the end of it. But guess what? I go back every weekend anyways. So I got convinced to go to a club in Times Square last weekend. Thank you. Thank you, I'm stupid. So it should have been like one reason to say no. And as soon as I walked in that place, I knew I needed to sit there with a steak. I was hit with the most foul stench I've ever smelled in my life. Picture middle school locker room where everyone just hit puberty, but nobody's ever heard of a shower. Just BO and desperation. It's like, okay guys, we have our own section. It can't get any worse over there. You can't smell over there, right? Right. This stench hit every corner of the room. It's like, okay guys, we gotta salvage this night. Let's go to the dance floor. It literally can't get worse than here. Wrong. The dance floor at a club is like a sea of unneutered dogs. They're all just humping and staring at you, and I end up panting like, why are they all out of breath? Why are you all out of breath? So I'm like, I need to get the fuck out of here. I step outside for some fresh air in Times Square. So I'm walking around Times Square in my big cheetah coat, my mini skirt, and my heels, like a scene right out of Pretty Woman. I'm thinking, oh my god, everyone's gonna be asking me how much it is for a blowjob. That would suck. They didn't. And I was disappointed. So if you know the city, you know trying to get a picture with you. At midnight, it's some random man trying to sell you drugs. And at 4 a.m., it's Elmo selling you drugs. So what I learned is I'm never going to go back to Times Square dressed like a hooker again, and I'm never going to do drugs with Elmo again. Thank you.
We have one more comic for you tonight. You are going to absolutely love her. Please give her the energy you've given to everyone else.
Untangle myself here. How's everyone doing? So my motto has always been to shake things up, which is why I no longer work at the neonatal unit. I'm terrible at small talk. I think that small talk is a lot like a baby. It might start small, but if you mismanage it, it'll grow into a full-size problem. I'll give you an example. A couple years ago, I was working as a hostess at a restaurant, which is just 95% small talk. And I'm walking this big family to their table, and I'm just scraping at the bottom of the barrel for something to say. And I see that the mom is holding this sleeping baby in her arms. So I go, "Oh, sleeping baby, I remember those days." She goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, you have a child?" I was like, "No, I just used to sleep a lot as a baby." It's a tough hole to climb out of. Another example, last week I was in a work meeting and completely unprompted told my boss that he seemed like a big mayo guy. Rightfully took as an insult. I was just like, "Hey Mike, you're pudgy and white, what do you think of this?" So I decided that I think I need like a social sidekick, someone who can function as like my small talk translator and general hype man, and he can talk to my boss and be like, "Ah, she's cool, like she's a mayo girl, she thinks you're bonding." He could smooth it all over. Something else I think would substantially improve my life is if my therapist was in constant contact with my hairdresser, because I could avoid some deeply questionable looks. Or at the very least answer the age-old question, did you get that haircut because you have terrible taste or because you wanted to traumatize your mom? I also think that my roommate should be in cahoots with my gynecologist. She could just call her and be like, "Yeah, Liza brought home a 44-year-old DJ named Crisis last night." My gyno could be like, "Copy that, schedule the full student test." Yep. And then I think that bartenders should be in contact with everyone. Bartenders are like the all-knowing beings of our society. Like there's a bartender, somewhere far, far away who knows exactly what happened to John Benet Ramsey. And there's a bartender not 2 blocks from here who knows what happened to my missing dignity. My best bartender story was a couple years ago. I was at a karaoke bar by myself, which I did a lot for 1 year for some reason. And I was sitting with these 2 guys, and for some reason I lied and told them it was my birthday. And so they promptly ordered 14 shots. And I was like, "Oh my good God, how are the 3 of us going to drink these 14 shots?" I immediately realized that none of the shots were for me, and I watched them drink 7 shots each, one after the other. And as they put down the last shot, the one said to the other, "The crazy thing is, we have to play the Rangers tomorrow." They were Pittsburgh Penguins. I went back to that bar a week later, talked to the bartender. He said, "I have never made a bet on anything in my life. I won so much money off the Rangers that next day." Yeah, that karaoke bar contributed a lot of madness to my life. It was in Chinatown. I became a super regular there. If you were ever a customer there, I am so sorry for my singing. And if you were an employee there, which one of you gave me HPV?